This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted to be joined by the happily retired Amir Khan. Amir, first off, how are we?
I'm doing really well. You know, it's just nice to come to boxing events here now and know that you don't have to get punched in the head. You don't have to make weight. You don't have to make weight. You're just like a normal fan. I've come here as a fan today. We still get like the props, you know, we still get like the ringside tickets and we get the VIP tickets and stuff. But overall, you know, it's just nice that I've been in the sport, done what I needed to, and time to relax.
You seem really content with retirement, whereas you see fighters retire and straight away they're like, you know what, I made a mistake, I want to get back in there. But you seem quite comfortable. Are you enjoying maybe doing the things that you didn't used to be able to do, travelling a bit more, spending the time with the family, eating a lot more, enjoying it?
Well, you know, I used to always eat quite a lot, really. But you know why I'm probably more content is because I did make a lot of money in the sport and boxing did good for me, you know what I mean? I can't thank boxing enough. What boxing done for me in my life is amazing. I'm happily retired and knowing that I've got enough money in the bank to never work again. But still, I'm doing a lot of television work. I'm doing a lot of commentating. I've got my own TV series and stuff like that. So I keep myself busy, you know.
Do you enjoy staying involved in the boxing side of it then? You mentioned coming as a fan, but do you want to be one of these who helps guide fighters, sort of give them your advice for someone who's been there through highs and lows and through everything?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You know, it's always nice to give advice to the young generation. I mean, I've still got my boxing academies in the UK. I've got boxing academies opening over here in Dubai. It's all about giving back to the youth and giving your bit of experience to them. It'll take them a long way, you know. And I enjoy speaking to them. I love talking boxing as well. You know, at the end of the day, I am a fighter. People know me as a fighter. So, but now being retired, I could just kind of chill out and, like I said, not going to be taking any punches to my face now.
Talk to me about this main event. It's a cracker. Bivol's coming off everyone's saying a career best performance against pound for pound Canelo Alvarez, against a guy who's 40 plus fights undefeated in Ramirez. How do you see this fight going?
So you know what? First of all, massive credit because when he beat Canelo is a guy who's unstoppable. Obviously, I fought Canelo as well, and he's a beast. But then with Ramirez, I seen him on pads last week. I went over to the gym and said hi to him in Dubai. He looked really good. He's got the reach. He's got the height. I mean, 40-0 is no joke. Even though if you had 20 bums in there, you know what I mean. But they're still beating and winning all your fights and being motivated all the time. I mean, you got to give him credit. So I think, look, I know people are going to think Bivol's going to walk right through him, but I think Bivol's got that one big fight and he's had that one big fight. Let's hope that he's still got the hunger in him. Because with some fighters, the hunger could disappear. But let's hope that the hunger's still there. But like I said, to me, it's a 50-50 fight because of the records. When you look at the records, both fighters have not tasted defeat. I'm sure they'll both be hungry, but let's see what happens. Normally, it's the underdog that wants it more.
I've got to ask you, because there's an exhibition next week in Dubai. I don't know if you're around for it. Floyd Mayweather, a man you called out for many years, is going in there against Deji. Now, obviously, you mentioned you're happily retired, but these exhibitions give you guys a chance to sort of step back in the ring and, I suppose, not play around because it's taken seriously, but are you open to the idea of sharing an exhibition with somebody who you've never stepped in the ring with? Your likes of your Manny Pacquiao's, and many people talked about that fight for years. You Floyd Mayweather, so the guy you always wanted to fight. Is there something that could tempt you to do that?
I think it would because still boxing is something I've been doing all my life. But to be honest with you, I've always said that, you know, since my last fight, which was back in Feb, I wanted to take a full 12 months off, do nothing. I literally not even train. Do a bit of weights and a bit of a jog here and there just to keep my weight down. But other than that, don't really want to box. Sometimes you lose love for the sport as well. You know, I don't think I have that hunger in me, but maybe in a year's time, that hunger might be there, you know. But then if you've got someone who's a massive name like a Mayweather, then the hunger definitely will come back.
Do you think if that sort of event's to happen, it'll be out here in the Middle East? And we've seen all these events being brought to you, like Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. Would you like to do that and fight over here? Because you've done that before and you made a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, I was the first to fight in Saudi Arabia, opened the door to the likes of Joshua's and other fighters like that. And they paid massive numbers when they want you to fight there. I mean, look, end of the day, we prize fighters, aren't we? And when you're so used to making that big dollar, and I mean, the prime example is Floyd Mayweather. He's made so much money in the sport, but he still keeps coming back because end of the day, when you can make it, because one day it's all going to stop, and you think that if I still have it in me, and the way I look at it is, if I was ever to come back, it'll get me back in shape again. It'll keep my weight down, and I'll just get, and that's what it'll help me with. Other than that, like, what do you do then? I'm bored. Like, I hate going to the gym. I don't want to train. Like, literally, like, I don't want to do any of that. Like, literally, but I need a motivation. But if someone's throwing a big dollar at you, then you think, and it's a big name, then you think, you know what? I'd kind of like being in little mini training camps, but at least knowing that you don't have to kill yourself because the rounds are less in there, and the numbers of the rounds as well.
Absolutely right. Just quickly, I want to get your opinion on Tyson Fury, Deji.He. Obviously, it's a trilogy not everyone was asking for. There was supposed to be negotiations between him and Anthony Joshua. The fight didn't materialise. What's your opinion on that fight?
I think it's a brilliant fight because, Derek, I think, deserves a big fight again. Make some more money. Look, everyone knows Derek's not going to win this fight, but it's a great payday for Derek, I believe. Look, I like Derek. I see him all the time at the local shisha lounge, believe it or not. I think...
I don't believe it, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, Derek, what are you doing here? I mean, I thought you might have retired as well. When I used to walk in there. So, to be honest with you, look, we all know Derek is not big enough, not strong enough to win that fight. Tyson is special, you know what I mean? And I think he'll probably get Derek out mid-rounds. But still, it's a great fight for Derek to make a bit of coin.
The last one from me. I spoke to Oscar De La Hoya the other day, and he says that there's a base deal agreed between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Weight, split, everything. Mayweather Promotions on board, Golden Boy on board, networks. We're waiting to find out. They can't get it done. He says, if this fight doesn't happen because of X, Y, and Z, I'm going to expose. I'm going to go on live and talk about Al Heyman and all the problems, etc. Yeah.
If I know exactly what Oscar's like, man. Oscar does spit his dummy out and he kind of does go all out. But look, what a fight that is. And I think boxing needs a fight like that. It's two young fighters who are at the peak of their career, which normally happens when they're a little bit older and they're past their best. Which they could even wait and do it then, but people want to see it now. And I got credit for both fighters because they both want to give that fight to the public. Who wins that fight for me? I think Gervonta Davis. I just think that he's he's a better all-round fighter. He's just got everything, punch perfect and got power in both hands. Don't get me wrong, Garcia is a very strong hitter as well, but I just don't think he's got the experience like Davis has.
Does he win by knockout?
Davis, no, I think he'll go the distance.
Amir Khan, thanks for talking to Into Boxing. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.